Yo, what's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another reaction video. Got the NFL trade we've been waiting for. It's almost here, bro. If the Raiders actually trade Davante Adams to the Jets, like, I'm not even dragging it, bro. They may be a instant Super Bowl contender after that. Because teaming Davante Adams back with Aaron Rodgers would be huge. Probably one of the best wide receiver and quarterback connections of all time. Like, bro, they were elite at Green Bay, but they just could never get the job done when it came to playoff time. But now that they have a top 5 defense on the Jets, you know what I'm saying? And then, like, more talent around, you know what I'm saying, Aaron Rodgers and shit like that. Bringing in Davante Adams when you already have a true number 1 like Garrett Wilson would be absolutely insane, bro. But let's go ahead and check this out.
You two are boys, a lot of love for each other. You went to the Derby
Bro,
together.
imagine.
I'm a Raider, so and he knows that. So
I love Davante. Can't wait to play with him.
But I think it will be a win-win for both sides too, because the Raiders are obviously rebuilding right now, and what better to start that when I'm saying to just trade Davante Adams. You know what I'm saying? You can get a lot of good capital back from him because he's still one of the best receivers in the league, bro. I don't care what anybody says. He's still one of the best, probably like top 10, top 15 in the league right now. Definitely not top 5 anymore, but he's definitely around that top 10, top 15 range.
Great.
One of the best route runners in the league.
Begin to explain how happy I am to actually bring you guys some legitimate NFL news. I mean, I've been starving over the past 2 months. I made a video on Bill Belichick's 24-year-old girlfriend, for fuck's sake. I'm literally losing my mind over here, but thankfully,
yeah, because it's been slow NFL news as of lately, bro.
Better, we have a pretty crazy rumor for you guys today. So before we get to
ring
the
lights
content,
been
we're
tweaking
giving
lately.
away multiple copies of College Football 25. All you have to do to be entered is follow me on Twitter and
Bro, the game comes out like what, 4 days now, bro?
Down below. And now that we get all that out
Finna
of the
be
way,
lit.
work.
Might just edit out this.
We've been making bank on Prize Picks by playing.
Okay, buddy.
Click on the link or download and you sign up. And thank you, Prize Picks, for the sponsor. Mic check 1 2 1 2. What's going on, everybody? Davante Adams and Aaron Rodgers are like peanut butter and jelly. These two were a legendary combination for the Green Bay Packers, and the reason it all ended was because Davante Adams more or less didn't really have a lot of faith in Jordan Love, which I know in hindsight
Damn.
is crazy, but that's really what it was. Now, there's a lot of he said, she said to this entire equation, because Davante Adams would end up getting traded to the Las Vegas Raiders. He would sign the largest contract for a wide receiver in NFL history at the time in the summer of 2022, which was the initial year where the wide receiver
I was just about to say that.
And this completely altered the entire course of the wide receiver market, because as a result of Davante Adams'
Tyreek Hill got paid.
got him paid $28 million a year annually. Tyreek Hill, who initially wanted to extend with the Kansas City Chiefs, also demanded a trade. Now, the Green Bay Packers claim that they offered Davante Adams the same exact money that the Las Vegas Raiders would have offered him, but according to Davante Adams, the Packers' initial extension offer was south of $20 million per year, which is well short of the $28 million per season that Adams received in an extension with the Raiders. You also couple that with the fact that he'd be playing in Nevada, where there's no state income tax, and it makes sense why he wanted to leave the Green Bay Packers. Now, again, it's he said, she said. I could believe Davante Adams at this point here, because this is before the wide receiver market became so inflated. His contract was the first domino to fall. Another team was willing to break the bank for him, and he got to reunite with Derek Carr. And I guess,
and that didn't last long.
A lot of faith in Jordan Love.
That shit lasted only 1 year, gang.
See why he wouldn't have faith in Jordan Love, because Davante Adams' last season in Green Bay was Jordan Love's second season on the bench. Then it can make sense why he would want the ability to pick and choose his next quarterback. And the fact that he decided to go with someone that there was familiarity with that also paid him way more, it makes a lot of sense. Unfortunately for Davante Adams, he decided to sign with one of the most dysfunctional franchises in the entire NFL, the Las Vegas Raiders. And in year 1, he did remarkable. With Derek Carr as his quarterback, the man didn't really skip a beat statistically. He had 14 touchdowns, which was the second most in his entire career, and over 1,500 receiving yards. The man was still a first-team All-Pro and a Pro Bowler. But it was year 2 where things went a little south. You see, for some reason, the Las Vegas Raiders decided to side with Josh Josh McDaniels, a head coach that didn't really come into that.
Yeah, Josh McDaniels is not cut out to be a head coach, bro. I thought we were over this already, bro. I thought we all knew Josh McDaniels was not cut out to be a head coach.
Longest tenured quarterback in decades. A quarterback that led
Come on,
them
no.
through the tumultuous 2021 season. You know, the season where John Gruden had to resign because
Henry
of the controversial
Ruggs,
emails.
Damon
The Henry
Arnett.
Ruggs tragedy happened. Damon Arnett, for some reason,
Yeah, that was a
took the
crazy
lead,
ass
started threatening
season.
people on his Instagram story.
Yo.
Through it all, Eric Carr and Rich Bisaccia led this team all the way to the playoffs in a quite dramatic fashion, by the way, because the way that they got into the playoffs was by collectively fucking over Brendan Staley when Brendan Staley refused to tie.
And right here, this moment right here,
Brendan Staley.
this nigga should have been gone. After he called this fucking timeout, the Raiders were willingly the Raiders were gonna willingly, you know what I'm saying, let the clock run down and you know what I'm saying, let both teams get into the playoffs. But this dumbass nigga right here gonna fucking call a timeout? Like, come on, even Herbert, you read Herbert's lips. He told him, I just wanted to tie. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro.
When Brandon Staley refused to tie with the Las Vegas Raiders.
See, right there.
Both the Chargers and the Raiders into the playoffs. We have a whole separate video on that. But in year 2, Josh McDaniels wanted his guy. So he brought in Jimmy Garoppolo. And how that went was, well...
Yeah, we all know how that went. Overthrown.
Now, here's the crazy thing. Apparently, as a result of this, Davante Adams reportedly approved the decision to bench Jimmy Garoppolo, and he would not be on the Raiders anymore if he wasn't benched.
Yo, that's crazy.
Blame him. Jimmy G was
That's aura right there, bro.
Davante Adams, and that was going to hurt his bottom line. Whenever your quarterback can't get you the ball, people are going to think that the wide receiver is washed as well. That's just the unfortunate reality of the way things work. So Davante Adams, unfortunately, has taken a bit of a hit in quarterback play, unless if Aiden O'Connell is like the next coming of Tom Brady, or Gardner Minshew's the next coming of Trevor Lawrence, which he might be. You can make a very legitimate argument that no matter what the case is, Davante Adams is going to have a quarterback under center that's worse than Aaron Rodgers, which is what is resulting in a lot of rumors here. You see, depending on how the Raiders season goes this year, they could be in a situation where they need to move on from their best assets and try to rebuild a little bit. And the thing that sucks for the Las Vegas Raiders is they are the 3rd best team in a very competitive division. I mean, first of all, you're you're in the same division as Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, that's pretty much like being in the same division as the New England Patriots from 2000 to 2019. It's terrible. I mean, honestly, if I'm you at this point, I would just trade for draft picks in 2031. That's how bad it is. I don't even think you could do that, but you get my point. So unless if
2031 is crazy.
That without a doubt could win a Super Bowl, that without a doubt could destroy the Kansas City Chiefs, then it probably makes a lot of sense to move on from your best players. The thing is this isn't going to happen in the offseason. At this point, we're so deep into the offseason that the players that you see on the teams in front of you are more or less going to be on these teams moving forward, except for small signings here and there, like Jamal Adams to the Tennessee Titans, for instance. So you're not going to see
Hey, bro, and I've heard a big ass rumor lately, bro. Hey, I don't know how much truth it is to this, but hey, my Ravens may sign Justin Simmons soon, bro. Hey, I'm just saying this right now. If that shit happened, the NFL's in trouble. We already have the best safety tandem in Marcus Williams and Kyle Hamilton. And we add Justin Simmons, it's over with, bro. It is over with.
That's just not how it works. But what could
Strap
happen
City.
is if the Las Vegas Raiders get off to a rough start, which could happen, and to be honest is more likely to happen than not, respectfully, then you might see them be a little bit more willing to move on from their best players. I mean, to give you an idea, week 1 is against the Los Angeles Chargers. Week 2 is against the Baltimore Ravens. Week 3, they get one against the Panthers before they face off against the Browns, then the Broncos, then the Steelers, then the Rams, before facing off against the Chiefs.
I'm ready for that Raiders game, bro. I'm ready to get back from 2021 when we lost in overtime against some niggas.
Or whether you want to move on from your best players and get assets in return. Now, Davante Adams has made it abundantly clear that Aaron Rodgers is not giving up on his dream of reuniting with Davante Adams. And the funny thing about this is Aaron Rodgers and the New York Jets are also in an extremely competitive division. I mean, the New England Patriots are rebuilding, but they're in the same division as the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. So it's not like it's a cakewalk to make it into the playoffs either. But according to Davante Adams, that's not stopping Aaron Rodgers. Watch.
You two are boys, a lot of love for each other. You went to the
She
derby
bad as
together. We
shit.
see the pictures on the Instagram. Are you telling me he's not getting your ear and saying, "Hey, I want to play with you again"?
Oh, he's in that ear, that's for sure. He's in the ear, but you know, it's not as easy as it. You know, obviously we can get together and talk about the old times and potential of doing this and that, but like I said, I'm a Raider, so and he knows that. So
Now look, he's in his ear about recruitment. Okay, that's great. What are the odds that this happens? When you look at the New York Jets wide receiver room, it's very difficult to determine whether or not this is a complete product. Aside from Garrett Wilson, nobody in that wide receiver room is a sure thing. They brought in Alan Lazard just out of familiarity with Aaron Rodgers, and you saw how he did without Aaron Rodgers last year. They brought in Mike Williams, who's phenomenal when he's healthy, and he's not typically healthy. Xavier Gibson's a capable
Damn,
when he's healthy,
79%
and he's not typically
fucking chance of injury, bro. No, that's crazy, bro. 80%, nigga. Nah, that's crazy, bro. Come on
Xavier
now.
Gibson's a capable
Why are they
receiver
making
three.
percentages like
Could
this?
make sense for the New York Jets to swing a trade for Davante Adams. And when you talk to Aaron Rodgers, it seems like he is very much determined to make this happen.
What's up?
Do you think Luke Getsy's going to utilize Davante Adams good in the new Raiders offense?
I love Lou Getsy. He's a fantastic coach.
Awesome.
And I
to
love
hear.
Davante. I can't wait to play with him
Awesome.
again.
Great. Love to hear it.
Now in this
Said he
particular
can't
instance,
wait to play with him again, so he's acting like that shit is already set in stone, nigga.
take that much to get Davante Adams on the New York Jets. I mean, I think his value could be 2 future second-round picks, one in 2025, one in 2027. This isn't a reflection on Davante Adams as a player, but he's about to turn 32 years old, and when you compare this to other older wide receivers that were recently traded, Stephon Diggs was traded to the Houston Texans. Along
Yeah,
with a
Diggs was
6th
traded
round
for a
pick
bag of
and
peanuts,
5th
nigga.
round pick in exchange for a second-round pick in 2025. And you could make the argument that Davante Adams is better, but Stephon Diggs is 2 years younger than Davante Adams. So at this point, if you're the Raiders and contention seems very bleak for you guys, you might as well try to load up on draft capital as much as you can and ship Davante Adams off somewhere else before his value becomes a 5th round pick or a 4th round pick just based off of age alone. This has been a rumor we've been hearing consistently since Aaron Rodgers joined the New York Jets, and while last year I thought it was a bit of a pipe dream, I think this year it could potentially happen. It's not going to happen within the next couple of months though. In order for this to occur, the Las Vegas Raiders would need to get off to a very bad start on their season.
probably like a,
and the
what,
clear solution would
1
have to be
in
that
5 start, I
they
believe.
try to rebuild.
Would,
Let me
you know what I'm
in the
saying, be
comment
enough to
section
trade
down below.
him.
What do you guys think about all this, man? Do you think this could actually happen? Aside from that, I'm your boy Mike, and I'm dropping our mic until our next upload.
Hey man, what do you guys think about the situation? Y'all let me know down in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoy. If you did, you guys like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Turn on post notifications and notify when I know I drop another banger video. We're on the road to 300 subs. Help me get there for more banger NFL content like this. So without further ado, I'm out. Gang!